That's the dragon that eats its own tail, by the way. That's a symbol of chaos. And then you're basically in hell. So I wouldn't recommend that, as a clinical psychologist, which I still am, by the way. So, all right, next line.
Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it.
Okay, now here's something else to understand. So imagine that you're, compassionate in your basic ethos. So you have a more feminine temperament. You're high in agreeableness. Now, but you're also full of pride, and so you want to overclaim the utility of that and bring everything to you, clutch the poisonous serpent to your breast, as I pointed out. Okay, so what's the problem with that? Well, this has been modeled very well, even computationally. We understand this. Make no mistake about that. So imagine you set up a society that's full of agreeable people who do nothing but cooperate. Fine, and they all get along, and that can be extraordinarily productive as long as people keep acting in that reciprocally altruistic manner, which means you treat someone well and they treat you well back. That can be extremely productive. And that's actually the basis of a productive society. One of the bases. It's not enough though, because you need enforcement. And that's why you need men with spines. And the reason for that is that if you have a whole community of cooperators and you drop one cheater into the mix, one shark, he will eat everything. And so you can see this. You see this happening, for example, when Seattle set up its progressive city. It took like 2 weeks before it was controlled by armed gangs. And it's exactly the same thing happened in Alberta recently, by the way, with all the tent cities. So as soon as you have a place of victimized people run by the hyper-compassionate, the bloody thugs move in, and then you better watch yourself. And if you think that's not, and then, of course, if you're prideful and hyper-compassionate, you're going to think, oh, the poor thugs, they just had it rough when they were children.